welcome to the Engineering Emotions Energy Podcast. I'm your host, Justin Wink. Today, going to be talking about my Tuesday 20 failure. That's right. I did something and it completely flopped. It was a complete, total possible waste of my time. Although there's other ways to look at it. And that's what we're going to be talking about, is turning failure into feedback for future success. That's right. The 3 F's, feedback for future. I don't know. I just made that up because that's what I like to do on the show, is have a little fun, get on the mic, connect with you guys, and, share a little story that has a little bit of a way for you to perhaps have a different perspective on how you might look at some of the things going on in your life. Because really my experience doesn't matter, in as much that my experience is similar to your experience, because I found that the more I think, what's happened to me is so special and so unique, it's like, no, pretty much we all go through a lot of the same stuff. The names are changed to protect the innocent or to incriminate the guilty, whatever it is, but really what you've gone through, I've gone through in similar ways, and what I've gone through, you may have, are, or will go through something similar. And so that's what it's all about here, is to help you, be able to relax, energize, and connect with your passion, ideally in the most easiest, gentlest way possible. Because if there's something that I've gone through and I did it the hard way, or maybe I just found it really easy right off the bat, because I'm a big fan of that, why not leverage from me so that you can enjoy the life you really want to be living quicker and more easily? It's totally possible. This, you got to work hard and grind it out, and someday maybe you'll get there if you're deemed lucky enough after doing all the right things. You got to wait your turn, and someone will tap you on the shoulder and say, it's time. I'm here to tell you, it's total, complete bullshit. It's going to come when you decide, I'm ready, I'm willing, I want it, and I'm going to do what it takes. And I'm going to take it the easiest way I can find. Because let's face it, there's multiple ways to get to different destinations. Like, if this was 200 years ago, if you wanted to get from Chicago out here to California where I am, it would have taken a month or two by wagon train and all that. But right now it's 2021 as I record this, and I'm in Northern California, where it is storming up like crazy. And even with the weather shenanigans, there's still planes getting here in just a few hours from, Chicago, Sacramento. I think it's about a 4-hour-ish flight. So really it is, as we grow and evolve as humans, we get more and more options. And you can continue to do things the old way. You could still attempt to do a wagon train from Chicago to California. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't do it. I would take the plane. And I'm sure, another 100 years from now, there's going to be an even better way. So just because it's the way that it was done in the past doesn't mean that's the way you have to do it now. It's not the way you have to do it in the future. So what is my Tuesday 20 failure all about? So I think it was about 5 or 6 weeks ago. I was given an update in my staff meeting at work, and it was basically, I wanted to share my story because it was around World Mental Health Day, and I just really wanted to share that the challenges I had. Previous episodes talked about my depression and the challenges of getting divorced and moving out of my house and all that. And the steps, I wanted to share, that and the steps I did to, come out of the funk and get happier and healthier and loving life more and more every day in every single way. And, I was telling about meditation's been a big part of it, and mindfulness practices, and it's something I teach. I've, studied a lot and do it a lot, and it's something I'm passionate about. And, 3 people spoke up and said, I want to take meditation with you. And I've since learned, if I get asked it's about something twice or something happens in twos, I don't wait for the universe to tell me 3 times. But it was 3 times basically in the same meeting. So I was like, all right, I got to set something up, something regular where people can come and meditate with me. get a little bit more relaxed, recharged, and reconnected with their passion. So I was like, when can I do it? Because again, I was had my coworkers in mind, and one of the things, they're all busy, they're all stressed, they got jam packed calendars. When is the calendar not jam packed? Sometimes there's a sliver of hope that at lunchtime they will take a little bit of time for themselves. Again, most people, they have families, they have kids, whatever. So after work hours, they got those commitments. Before, they're probably sleeping as much as they can, and then it's again, waking up with the kids, commitments, and then at work hours. So I'm like, lunchtime. Well, how much time? I bet most people are going to be so busy that I can't do noon, because they're gonna want a little time to go from their meeting that ended at noon, and they always run over. So let's start at 12:05, and then since I want things to be the way that they should be, so whenever I am coordinating something, it's like, how would I like something to be? I'd like it to end 5 minutes before the half hour or 5 minutes before the hour, so then I have some time. I could go to the bathroom, I could grab a snack, or I could maybe do some breathing exercises, chill out, whatever. So I'm like, let's go 12:05 to 12:25. It's 20 minutes. And Tuesday is a pretty good day of the week. Let's call it the Tuesday 20. And I'm still, learning my marketing, things like that. And for whatever reason, I was like, let me do this on Zoom. I'm going to make this a Zoom call, because, I want people to be able to see me. I'd like to be able to see them. I want to make sure I can record it. And then I can use Zoom to set it up so that I can, have people register. And then if they don't make it, I can email them out, the recording, so that they can get the recording, right? Like, how awesome is that? And, I'm not charging anything for this, and using my business Zoom account that I pay for, because I'm just like, hey, some people say they want to meditate. I'm here to serve. So, first week, I think like 3 people show up. It's like, sweet, this is cool. All right. Second week, 1 person showed up. Yeah, that's cool. Then third week, nobody showed up. Fourth week, nobody showed up. Fifth week, nobody showed up. I keep doing what I do, because in some ways, that's really what life is about, is do what you do and don't worry about, what other people think. Yet I do want to make it as accessible to as many people as possible. So 3 weeks in a row of 0.0 attendance, I'm like, all right, message received. I'm probably making this more difficult than it needs to be. And this was also around Black Friday. And some people love or hate the ads that, come on Facebook. I tend to go towards the love it, because oftentimes something will pop up and it's like, hey, that's the solution to exactly the problem that I was looking for. And there was an ad for StreamYard, which is this app or service, whatever, that lets you stream content to multiple social media platforms at the same time. And I was like, that's what I got to do. I got to get this thing, and I can stream the Tuesday 20 to YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. And then those platforms, they'll save the recording. So even if people miss the live thing, they can still get the recording, and they can still interact with me through the comments. So maybe not as ideal. I do love to see your pretty faces, your beautiful people. And I'm like, all right, let's do this. So last week I did my first dry run, and already a few people were showing up, and I did pretty much zero marketing. Really didn't get the word out too much. So now I'm trying to get the word out a little bit more. That's why I'm doing a podcast episode about this. Because it was a complete flop. I mean, doing something and nobody shows up, like, that's not what people set out to do, right? Like, most musicians don't, want to create well, I guess, are they albums anymore? CDs, 8-track tapes. They don't want their 8-track tape to, have 0 sales, and they don't want to, go to the concert venue and have nobody show up except the staff. It's one of those, you do perform for you, but all of this extra stuff really is for the benefit of other people to enjoy it. Because honestly, I do lots of meditation, mindfulness practices all on my own. So it's not, I don't do that for others. I do that for me. Yet I do recognize the value, and I know that part of my value is providing a space where other people, can get the support and get the guidance that they can start having their own practice, own way of being. And so that's why making it easy, making it rain, easy meditation. So the Tuesday 20 free 20-minute meditation, you can now find it on Facebook and YouTube. So both of those, if you just search for Justin Wink Ph.D., no spaces. So basically it's like my Facebook handle, my Instagram handle, just put that in, and that's where the live stream will happen. You can already find the previous week's recording. So if you're just like, oh, I want to see what this is about, you can go there right now. You can go to YouTube or you can go to Facebook, Justin Wink PhD, and check out the previous Tuesday 20 and give it a shot. Or wait for your next upcoming Tuesday at 12:05 p.m. Come sit. You could even lay down. I'm not here to tell you how to relax, man. Like, it's your body, your mind, your choice. I'm just here to offer some suggestions, some possibilities. So, looking forward to seeing you guys. Well, actually, you'll see me. Maybe I'll get a comment. And it really is, it is nice to hear that you're out there and sending some support. So definitely, subscribe to this podcast. If you want to send me a note, you can email podcast@justinwink.com, or catch me on social media. I did get a really a sweet email from Justine. She sent a note, said, I was riding with my mom, and I'm checking out her playlist to get some tunes, and I see recently played the Engineering, Emotions, and Energy podcast with Justin Wink. So Justine knows me in the podcast, and she was like, hey mom, how'd you find this guy? Did I tell you about it or something? And her mom was like, no, I just happened to find it. Just really enjoy the show, and listen to a few episodes. It's really good. So, Justine's mom, if you're listening, shout out to you. Thank you for being a fan. And, tell more friends, I would say, let them know about the show. And then, feel free to, if there's something you'd like to hear about, send me a note, podcast@justinwink.com, Justin Wink PhD on Facebook, Instagram, now on YouTube, and look for the Tuesday 20 free 20-minute meditation. And if you are looking for, some more personalized, guidance, just send me a little note. We can figure something out, because I do love working with people, especially one-on-one, and making some magic happen and helping people, adventure through life, because life is too short to be stuck and just living things the same way day in, day out. I do a lot of adventuring, physically, but also, just in my mind, with shifting perspectives, things like that. So even if you're not looking to, leave your room, or leave the state, or even leave the country, that's okay. You can adventure in life from the comfort of your home, and I'm here to help guide with that. So with that, that's how I turned my failure of the Tuesday 20 into what is now going to be the launch of a great successful way to allow people to get to, chill out their minds, be energized, and reconnect with their purpose, and make life for themselves. And ultimately, when you make life better for yourself, the people around you are going to be so much happier. And that's going to turn out to be a wonderful, wonderful holiday gift to yourself and all those you care about. The C's candies and, the little trinkets, the stocking stuffers, like, those are nice, but how many of those do we really remember? What we do remember is when Uncle Joe was a total asshole and was a jerk, and when when grandma maybe got a little bit too political and talked way too much about the conspiracies and other things, like, so basically, don't be memorable, be chill, be relaxed. Remember it as a holiday where it was filled with love and joy and connection, and was completely devoid of drama. Or if there was drama, it had nothing to do with you, and you were able to just roll with it and let it go and get back to enjoying the spirit of the holidays, which is love, connectedness, and being with people you care about. And with that, I will say, good day.